And we are back for Game 2, 2024 Anzac Day. Miller Reserve, brought to you by the Australian Lacrosse Network. Tony's great call, the girls' game earlier on there. Brighton taking out Anzac Day grand final rematch against Glenelg. And coming up very, very shortly is Brighton v Burnside. Just before we switch over to Tony out in the middle of the field to get through some opening ceremony stuff, as we will cross to him as soon as he is ready. 10 minutes till game time. Across to Tony now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Miller Reserve for the Anzac Day game between Brighton and Burnside. I'd like to send a warm welcome to our VIPs in attendance here. I have Deirdre Owen to my right, to Dina Bartlett and Brian, to Eve Balfour Ogilvie and family who were here earlier and presented the medal for the women, and to the LSA board and life members. Before we introduce the next game, I would like to acknowledge the under-18, both men's and women's champions from this year. It is a huge thing to get our under-18s to win and won back-to-back. So congratulations to both our SA Reds in the under-18s teams. And to their coaches, managers, we are very, very proud of all your efforts in Melbourne, and it was great to be able to call those games. So without further ado, we will introduce our officials for this game. Head official, Shane Abbott. R1, Luke Keesing. R2, Benny Robinson, aka the Sniper. And CBO, Ricky Smithson. And we will introduce Burnside first. So the Burnside Men's State League. Number 1, Jack Jersick. Number 4, Raf O'Connor. Number 5, Sam Crummy. Number 8, Kieran Sando. Number 9, James Mullins. Number 16, Josh Harris. Number 17, Matthew Caparosso. Number 25, Cam Semler. Number 36, Sam Seecamp. Number 42, who is not here yet, Ryan Taggart. Number 44, Richard Smith. Jamie Smith. 37, we've got it all wrong here. I know you, Doctor. Number 50, Rowan Keats, who's wearing 53. Number 55, Tom Graham. And number 68, Tom Percy. Their coach, Ryan Taggart. Their manager and hydration specialist, Mr. Andrew Harris. And the scorer is Craig Sims. And the Brighton Men's Lacrosse Club, number 1, Mitchell Fuss. Number 3, Riley Attenborough. Number 4, Zach Parrish. Number 5, Ed Pike. Number 7, Tom Perkins. Number 8, Clint Barker. Number 9, Tom Freeman. Number 10, Doug Brooks. Number 11, Jackson Stock. Number 15, Doug Anderson. Number 16, William Inglis. Number 17, Jack Woodford. Number 18, Matthew Fuss. Number 19, Stephen Lambert. Number 22, Anson Carter. And number 23, William Dallison. Their coaches, Andrew Dallison and Tommy Raymond. The manager, Lee Attenborough. And the scorer, Mr. Bob Carter. So the national anthem was played prior to the women's match, so I now invite Deirdre Owen to the microphone for Anzac Day proceedings following, and Deirdre will do the ode.
Thank you. If you're able, please stand for the ode. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old, Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget.
Thank you very much to Deirdre Owen. And good luck to all competing in today's event. I'll throw back to Craig Schicker in the ALN commentary box.
So the official ceremonies, they're done. And 2 or 3 minutes away from game time as Tony heads over to the central commentary position. Game brought to you today from the Australian Lacrosse Network, of course. I think captains have been called already. And who's going which way, Tone, as we quickly rush him back into the spotlight?
Well, I swore that I wouldn't run as my New Year's resolution, Mr. Craig Schicker, but I still didn't. Coin toss is being done now by the respective players out there. It's a beautiful day here, Schicks. Currently about, I don't know, 19 degrees maybe out here.
19 degrees, ominous signs if you ask me, Tone. There's a little dark tinge of grey to those clouds above. Never shy of a little bit of a spill from the skies here at Burnside either.
It isn't, and we've all played here in the past, and I played a lot of games here, and I reckon I got lost in the mud. It was like being in the trenches down here some days at Miller Reserve in the early 2000s, as you applied your craft with the long stick there, Craig.
Just an update here, Tone. Coach Ryan Taggart has arrived elbow deep in a surgery at the veterinary clinic. He's washed off, he's scrubbed off, he's here, ready to rock and roll.
And I tell you what, Shane Abbott is going to set the face-off players adrift. And yeah, they've got who's in there? So Richard Smith in there for Burnside.
The doc.
No, sorry, Sam.
It looks like Sam.
That's Sam Seacamp,
Sam
sorry.
Seacamp, yep.
Dr. D had the same helmet on before. So the
official game about to start. Looks
As
like
we
there's
just-
a little hold up on the sidelines, Tone.
as we just get set, here we go. So yeah, Anzac Day clash here at the Burnside Lacrosse Club, and it is underway. And Jackson Stock has sort of done what he left off, winning the Memorial Medal last year by winning the face-off as well on this Anzac Day clash. Shicks.
Great recovery, Sam Seacamp on a loose ball down in defence. Swarmed on by the Brighton attack line. Harris picks up another loose ball and it goes again, Sam Seacamp.
And we see Cam Semler picking up the ball in the offence. He played a lot of short stick last week, top scoring for Burnside. You were coaching Woodville against them last week.
Tag it straight on into the thick of it immediately. Liking the matchup here with Doug Brooks there.
Tell you what, Dougie might have some younger legs on him, but ball kicked down here to Silky.
A little bit longer too, the legs, I think.
Just a little. So Silky down the back, kicked up to Matty Caparosso. Caparosso fires the ball up here to Raph O'Connor. O'Connor onto the outer side there.
Will Dallison, one of those victorious under-18 state boys.
Who had a headache after the nice pick off there as we talk about Doug Brooks.
Oh,
Just couldn't quite keep a handle of the ball. It was good defensive pressure. And Will Dallison, as I said, he might have had a bit of a headache after that game, mate.
Freeman across to Brooks. And nice settled attack. Looks like Brighton might have some new uniforms this year, Tony, you think? They look vibrant. They look different tinge of yellow or gold, I suppose they wear.
They look a little brighter, don't they? I gather that's what happens when you lose a premiership. You've got to try and change some things up, and maybe the uniforms is it.
Refresh.
Little flip up the top here to Brooks. Brooks to Dallison. Dallison back into Brooks. Good save there by Jersic in the cage. And we'll see
Harris.
the Australian Sharks player from San Diego out there, and he
A bit of panic there from Jack Jarrett. Good pressure. Ed Pike behind the cage as well as Anson Carter. Quick turnover. Loose players all over the place as the subbing was happening.
So Pike again. Oh, there's a yard sale out there with a stick and a flag being thrown. I don't know how good that flag throw was, but we're going to have a penalty here, as it might be an interference call here. Might have a 30-second interference.
Tom Graham.
Interference 30.
Another flag thrown. Oh no, just thrown back.
Just throwing it back.
Back or at.
You know why? Because Luke normally gets some flag height, but he threw it straight to the Brighton bench then. It stuck in the hand. I know all about that, mate. First time I threw a flag. And
Done it all here, Tony Watts.
Well, no, South Korea. I won't tell you about my first episode of throwing a flag. It just about embedded in a part of my anatomy that I won't say. I forgot to let it go.
Oh,
good pick-off.
Harris has been everywhere, hasn't he?
He just needs some supporters there as Harris gets down on the outer side there over the hill. Plenty of people down here at Burnside sitting on the hill.
Penalty expired. Even numbers.
And Harris, did he check? He didn't check it in. He did check it in. He did check it in. And I was wondering where he was going then, because I thought he checked it in over the restraining line and he headed straight back over the halfway line. So just a bit of a brain fade there from the defender.
2 lines, marking of the girls' game. I wonder if they need to move the cones, do they, Tone?
I would suggest that...
or not? Not sure.
One line. Okay, there's only one line. So the ball up the top here with Woodford. So fields are marked exactly the same now with their restraining lines.
Okay.
As Jack Woodford throws the ball away, and Jack Jersic tries to get the back up there. So ball coming back through Ed Pike. And Pikey got a few away last week, mate. He top scored with Tommy Freeman down there for Brighton with 3 each. Good save again. Happens when you throw it at the keeper's head.
quick restart. Whistle hasn't blown. Ed Pike looking to make the most of the goalie out of the cage, but Jack Jersic back in there now.
And really experienced, but younger officiating crew today, mate.
It is.
They've all still playing in those state leagues, so they know the pressures of the game.
Great to see.
But it's good to see them all suiting up for this as we see Pike coming around.
Looks like that.
Oh, sorry, that
be-
wasn't Pike.
Yeah, Tom Perkins.
Tom Perkins.
Here's Pike.
And
Shot
Pike
on.
hits the back of the net. And he wants to get the ball out of his stick pretty quickly there, Jack, doesn't he, the keeper?
Yes, he does.
And ball just fired up the top. Here he is. That's Richard Smith, who is turning back the clock. Looks inside of Raph O'Connor. And Burnside will bring the ball back into their offensive end.
They need some time with it down here, Tone. They need to free up. But look at the Brighton defence pushing out, relentless at the minute. Will Inglis with a pole outside there. Matthew Fuss with a pole this year by the looks of it. There's a role reversal right there. Normally we see that the other way around, don't we?
Yeah,
Cam
normally
Semler?
it's Semler on Fuss, and he's trying to shut down shots, but coming back the other way this year, mate, as Anderson
Yes.
just mirrors Taggart up to the top.
Perkins will take Mullins, find some nice space.
Ball
Caparosso.
kick down the back there to Percy, and Percy under pressure.
That must be
Good
young Zach Parrish.
Yep, coming off an under-18 championship, mate. Played in the SA Reds team. And here's a man with plenty of experience, is Kieran. Just fires the ball down the back. Oh, just not being able to take possession of that ball there was Taggart.
Good pick
Oh,
up.
Semler, the scrap man. Tell you what, there used to be one out here. Now there's another.
Very nice shot there. Just opportunity was taken. Ryan Taggart dropped one. Tom Perkins scrapping around. It goes to Semler. Quick fire, bottom corner. Far and away.
And Burnside on the board first here. So a 1-0 game, and Cam Semler, where he left off last week, mate, scoring a couple.
Very opportunistic last week as well. Just right place, right time. Being a defender, knows probably when he can and can't go somewhere, and found himself in the end of a couple.
Young Riley Attenborough in the face-off here for Brighton. Again, another one of those Reds. Nice little flick out there to Fuss. And Mitch Fuss just fires it over to Lambert. I see 19 and I think Lee Perham every time he picks it up. But it is Steve Lambert.
Yep.
So ball up the top here with Attenborough. Kicks the ball down the back corner. Finds Carter. Carter looks inside, not there. Pop back up to Fuss. So there is still a Fuss in the attacking end. Although they're probably glad Burnside that the other Fuss isn't down there firing bombs. Carter just back. Oh, a little BTB. That's a little bit special. Watch this one on the ALN replay. Shicks just backed his way in and then a little BTB over the top shoulder and put it over Jerick, I reckon.
That's what we want from Anson Carter, isn't it? A little bit of creativity, a little bit of space, a little bit of one-on-one. Back into the box scene as well, so that comes hand in hand for Anson Carter. Great finish.
Just made almost something out of nothing there, didn't he? Not much angle on that. And Anson Carter getting on the board for Brighton. We've got a 1-1 game here as the clouds just start to move slowly over this and dull it down a bit. It's dropped a few degrees as Jackson Stock. He's not dulling anything down. He's every opportunity he gets. He's going to take the ball out of the centre and push it down. But it was good work in there from young Riley Attenborough on that last one as well. One of these young players. And Dougie Brooks,
yep.
One of your guys from the under-20s in Ireland.
Had a couple extra weeks over in Japan, I believe, after the state team tour.
And why would? Oh, popped at Pike. He got 3 last week. He's looking to fill up a bag now. And Ed Pike gets his first of the first quarter.
Not sure if that came off the screen, Tony. It didn't appear to. Just took Jack by surprise in the cage and got him
Just
high side right on the stick side.
The defender just, as he sloughed back there, the defender didn't keep on the hands, did he? And allowed him to shoot from about that 10-metre mark. And Pikey, he loves putting the ball in the back of the net.
Tom Graham on him out there, just switching with the short pole, said, I've had my time on him, you can have a go. And you're right, not enough pressure on the hands.
As the old head of, and here we go, Josh Harris just in everything early. Pressure on there, great pickup from James Mullins, who's just been named in the Australian box side. Just so won't be worried about a little bit of rubbing his racing out there. Ball kick to Taggart, looks up, Sandow, he can't send him. Oh, nice shutdown there from Mitch Fuss. Wore it on the body, but I was going to say, you can't let Kieran Sandow free his hands from that distance. And the ball comes back in on the outer side of Raph O'Connor, who kicks it straight back up. Anderson up against
Will Inglis.
Sandow.
Will Inglis.
Oh, sorry, Inglis.
Double team coming from Anderson now, though. Subbing on.
Premonitions.
Tom Percy. So looking to take, maximise their opportunities. The Brighton defence very up and about today.
As we find young Attenborough in the back corner up against Taggart. Taggart turning on the spot. Could be on Dancing with the Stars with moves like that.
I think it starts maybe this week too, Tony.
Potentially. And ball pops up the top there. Not quite. Raph says, no, sorry, Tom Percy, I'm not giving it to you. I'm going to give it down to Kieran Sandow. Sandow looks inside. Ball to be won. Ground ball to be won here. And Attenborough as the ball flicks forward. Nice work there from Pike. Pike drops it down. Oh, great pick up there from Carter. One hand, looks over, finds his mate there in Freeman. I'd love to know how many goal assists that these guys have got with each other.
Certainly link up well, don't they? Certainly link up well, but it was just that pressure on the halfway line. Pike able to get easy ground ball, distribute that down low. What a great pickup from Anson Carter too. Got wrapped up there by Keats.
Again, just being named in that Australian box side, so you can see the work that he's doing there. That's the sort of stuff they do in the in these box lacrosse tournaments. Just sort of guard that, don't they, and take one hand. And he's showing all the skills down there at the moment, Anson Carter. As Jackson Stock is giving a lesson in the centre.
He is.
And kicks it down to Tommy Freeman.
3-1 the Bombers.
So what was your prediction in this game, Shix? We didn't get a chance to get that as I was out doing the duties. Thought process?
Yeah, well, I think Brighton will come away with a reasonable, comfortable win. Although Burnside have come out hustling pretty hard. So yeah, look at it somewhere between 5 and 7.
Well, I had them before the contest at 19-2. So I thought it was going to be an absolute blowout. But the way the game started, they're both doing really well, and they need to keep this one onside. Doesn't go onside, that'll be a Burnside ball. So an opportunity here for Taggart, who brings the ball over to Sandow. And Sandow.
I think Burnside looking for, as many clubs are, I guess, Tony, at this time of year, waiting for their imports to come in.
Oof. I don't know, just getting the ball into offence, though, that Steve Lambert, look at Carter. Carter's come to play today. Everywhere he goes, the ball goes to him.
Freeman,
one-on-one.
Yep.
And Freeman, and that was just a little easy from Sam Crummy there. Almost got sucked out. We'll have a look at this on the replay.
Yeah, he got really lost, didn't he? Got confused here in the back corner. He's down there now, and he's just gone absolutely the wrong way. Got himself completely lost. Tom Freeman must have thought this is early Christmas present.
Yeah. And so this is Christmas. Yes, but out to a 4-1 lead here. And ball comes back into the centre. Sam Seacamp up against young Riley Attenborough. So the older heads of the Brighton offence at the moment just starting to put some scoreboard pressure on. Ball comes out the back to Attenborough. Did he just change the stick between his legs then?
Yeah, it looked like he might have even...
he thought some party tricks.
Looked like he was restringing his stick, Tony.
It did.
Took him that long.
Oh, looks inside. Didn't find the... But that could pop out, and it does pop out here to Mitchell Fuss. Mitchell Fuss kicked the ball down. Oh, again, he's just having a laugh out there at the moment, isn't he? Everything's one-handed. He's well into his box 4-8. Looks inside. And Carter says, thank you very much. I will put another one on the board, and just starting to open up this scoreboard and put a bit of a wedge here in the first quarter.
Yeah, ominous signs, actually. Burnside really need to tighten up and pack that defensive in a bit more, because Carter, again, just able to waltz in and do as he pleases on that bottom right-hand corner, a la Tom Freeman, the goal before.
Yes, and they're just starting to come a little bit too easily, aren't they?
They are.
As we see the ball come back into the centre, Stocky.
5-1 Brighton.
Stocky in there against James Mullins. Whistle blowing, and Stock says, this is what I've been doing most of the day. Fast man break, popped. Good pressure there from young Keats. And the ball will turn over as no backup had.
Yep,
just enough pressure, wasn't there?
Good slide, good timing, perfect.
I know you appreciate a good defensive slide.
Brighton are going one-on-one through the midfield here, so they are making Burnside work and work hard. We know Jack likes to get that ball out of his stick nice and quick, so they're reluctant to go to him. That gives Mullins a chance to potentially run it out.
So they're looking to clear these long sticks here. And, oh, that snuck up on us, mate. I did not time out. Is it?
No, quarter time.
Oh, there you go.
Time out. Wrong whistle. You can call time out.
You
in
can't
the
call
defensive
time
half.
out in the defensive half.
This must be quarter time.
Must be quarter time. I was going to say.
Drink bottles are out.
So we'll just confirm that. But that it does look like a quarter time break, the way that everyone's taking their helmets off and having a drink. So we'll just double check our time clock. I was going to say that snuck up on us very quickly. And we might just check that, Shix. We're just a bit of controversy. I mean, State League's gone to 20-minute quarters here in South Australia. And we've just played a 15-minute quarter.
Yeah, I might just go and ask the
go and ask the question, mate. I might go through some replays while you're just asking some hard questions of the officials. And we'll look at the replays here. And this was Cam Semler getting on the board first for Burnside. Just see a little bit of a scrap down on the bottom there. Semler picks it up, just fires one away. And that's the first of the game. And then Anson Carter just stepped inside, backed up. This was a cracking goal. Little one over the left-hand pipe. And Jarek didn't even see that. And Carter said, thanks very much. Then Ed Pike went about his work. Came around the back corner. The defender just stepped off him, allowed him to step in, didn't put the pressure back on the defender. And ball put away there. And then Freeman got two. And this one here, this was just a great little inside look, little one-hander to Freeman. Freeman, tell you what, if you can pick trees like that all day and get the fruit off them, he'll take that.
Low hanging tone for you.
Absolutely. And Freeman then getting number 2 in a row. We'd need it to be low hanging, mate. I'm more a strawberry man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the low hanging fruit that I like.
Yep.
And then Anson Carter with the 5th of the quarter. And pops it away, and they were the goal scorers. What'd you find out, Shix?
So just as I went over to the score bench there, the umpires as well raised the concern that they thought that the quarter ended a little quick as well.
Yeah.
The score bench just had it down for a 15-minute quarter, considering we played last year at 20s. And considering that referee coach, number 1 man in Lacrosse Australia, World Lacrosse, I think, Mark Polden was there as well, just checking in. So
it looks like, mate, they're going to, I'm just thinking.
No, I think they're going to start the quarter 2. That was the official, yeah. That's
because they were just looking towards us, and we had 4 minutes left on our clock, so they're just double checking that they're going to. There was an error. Okay, there's not something you see every day, is it? And I mean, if you're Burnside and you're So we're going to go into the second quarter, and we'll double check the time. So believe we'll go back to a. I won't lie. To see Scotty Gill's face in the background here, Shix, just going, I haven't got it that wrong.
Puzzled. Yep. Well, there we go.
I'll tell you what has happened, though. Look at the sunshine bathed Miller Reserve at the moment.
Give it to us, Tony. I can see clearly.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. So ball back into the centre, and I'll tell you who else has been gone every time he's touched the ball is Jackson Stock. He has been like a shot out of a cannon every time he's got it in the face. And he gets it in the back of his stick again. Massively improved, and the World Championships certainly did him no damage, Chicks.
Absolutely right, Tony. He's come back absolutely on top of his game. So as a face-off man.
He has indeed. So Will Dallison kicks it down to Carter. Carter down to Pikey. And Pikey up to Dougie Brooks. Again, Doug, I believe, enjoyed the trip over to Japan against the PLL guys and Japanese. Nice work there and that's probably something he's really improved in his game as well. Not only is he getting the face, but he loves playing offense, does Jackson Stock.
Oh, yeah, they all do, don't they, Tone? They all do. Dallison.
Oh, Tink off the bar. And Dallison kicks it over here to Brooks. Brooks up against Mullins. And Brooksy just throws it down the back, looks back up the top. Finds Dallison, who finds Stocky.
Just watching the crafty work from the two elder statesmen on the Brighton attack line, sitting in the crease there. One, and there it is. Nearly gets one, but good stick, Mullins. Awake to it.
James Mullins goes to release and off the toes there of Tommy Graham. And Tommy Graham is going to be under, thought he was going to be under a massive amount of pressure. Oh, that could be picked off. Oh, Carter. I tell you what.
There's a few Tom Grahams getting around Australian lacrosse, isn't there, Tony?
There is indeed.
Two or three of them at least.
I'll tell you what else was getting around. The noise coming off of Freeman's hamstrings as he stretched for that.
Oh, did it? Was there a little bit of...
No, he was good. It just... I thought I heard a whistle with the stretch. And this is who you want to... You want the ball in the stick of the keeper here, try to clear it. Raph O'Connor. Normally has played with a long stick in the past as Carter... Freeman, sorry. Doing some work as Carter just dropped back to pick up the keeper.
A few more pings on the strings, you think, Tone? A little bit of smoke on the water.
Oh, Harris up against Pike. Oh, that could be interference. And I'm sure that'll just be an interference call. Hold. Hold interference.
What's a trip worth?
We're never wrong 1 minute for a trip.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's just the
If you interfere with the legs, it's not a trip.
Yeah, I think he must have got him for the hold before he went down.
Okay, that's good.
So
just clearing that up for those of you playing at home.
But what we do have is a power play situation here for Burnside. So we get to see what they have in their arsenal for their man up. So ball up here to Sandow. Sandow kicks the ball over there to Percy. Just working this top three, mate. They're in a 3-3 at the moment. Ball kicked down the bottom corner. Back to Sandow. Oh, that was just... Tell you what.
Mr. Anderson.
He looked like he'd come from a broken stick as the ball went out of bounds and no shot had. So broken stick on the field there. So that'll cost Matty Caparosso a couple of bucks to buy a new pole.
It will, Tone. It will. Anyone you know he could talk to.
I reckon one Bogger has some amazing sticks.
Bradley.edwards.com.au.
Yep, and get in touch because I know all the profits that come from his goods go to help the officials get around and do their work. So it's supporting the game that's supporting the game.
The game within the game.
As we see Keats to Jersic and Carter knocks it down. Ball to be won. Oh, good pickup though from Keats. Didn't panic there.
Was.
And over to Raph O'Connor. And O'Connor will bring the ball down and he runs into Fuss. Now, again, they would have played many times on each other the opposite as well, mate. Long stick, big short stick.
True. Extra man for Brighton, no. Just an opportunity to double there a couple of times.
So released a nice cut there from Mullins as he wears a little love tap from Inglis going past. Just says, oh, there's a flag down. Good flag height there from Abbott, but he's going away from the cage, so he should be pulled up here. So as soon as he goes away from the cage, it should be...
Throws it to another attacker in a scoring position, though.
Yeah. Whistle was well before that, so just to reaffirm that rule. So if a flag is on the play and you do take it away from the play or pull it out, the whistle will be blown.
You're deemed not to be attacking the goal.
So ball, and they're back in a man-up situation again. So didn't trouble the scorer in their last power play situation.
Same setup though, Tone. Ryan Taggart, the coach, is out there. So we'll see if Mullins... Oh no, they're looking like they're rolling. Percy, shot fired, blocked. Parrish collects, off to the races. Early ball to Pike. Look at the trailers coming through. Lambert making some serious ground in the middle. Carter says, give me the ball. I like it. Another trailer. Dallison lines it up. Great take.
Stick side mid from Dallison there. And great call there from Craig Schicker. If you're joining us live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network, or just setting up, and we're going to have a flag on the play.
Many. Oh, Coach Killer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 11 on 10, mate. No wonder they're finding it hard to get it out.
And Burnside Taggart takes this opportunity to take a timeout. Tony, a little bit on Tom Percy. He's first up here at Burnside. I don't know if he played State League last week, but coming out of the Adelaide University program, seeking more opportunity, playing a little bit higher level. He's doing okay so far. I like his game. Yeah, nice and fit, strong man. Also, Jack Jersic coming over from Adelaide Uni as well. A couple of years ago now, of course, but good to see the Adelaide Uni boys getting a crack at it.
Getting a gig. Yep. No, we if you want to play State League lacrosse, sometimes you've got to travel to get to where you need to be, and it's good to see these guys getting the opportunities out here at Burnside. Currently, still a 5-1 game. No scores in the second term as yet, and Burnside getting the opportunities through their man-ups. And I'd suggest they're going to play a 4-zone here now. If that other one hadn't been cleared yet, I'm just looking to watch them come back to the box.
Well, I think Doug Brooks
is sitting for one.
So, okay, they've got Doug as their...
okay, so
in home.
Only one, so 6 on 5, so just man up. And
we will see, yes. So Taggart calling the timeout there, Tone. We might see a little bit of a different setup or a different rotation.
They've gone back to the 3-3 as O'Connor kicks a ball to Sando, who kicks it to Caparosso and kicks it back down the back to Taggart, up to Sandow. Sandow to O'Connor, and around we go. O'Connor. So where's the rotation going to happen here? Ball down the back with Taggart. Semler just pulling off the backside, looks to come down. Oh, opened up this side, just didn't take it. There did Raph O'Connor. Opportunity, and here we go. A transition goal potentially. Looks down, Pike, kicks the ball down to Carter. Carter looks inside of Freeman. Freeman couldn't quite get a handle of it, asking why he didn't get a penalty there for a whack across the middle of the chops.
Yep, right across the mush.
And they will be man up here. No, even now, sorry. That's why the transition happened.
Yep, Doug Brooks released.
We've seen the pace of this man in Mitchell Fuss get past plenty of defenders. Ball down the back to Brooks. Brooks looks up. And he's always sneaky for one, isn't he, Lambert? He's probably got many goals on this ground. As Caparosso, they would have seen plenty of each other, but Lambert fires that one to the left.
An old training drill.
Old training drill, I reckon. Shorty on shorty.
Shorty on shorty. out here at Burnside. It is a Thursday night, Tone, so it's not too dissimilar.
As we see Doug Brooks trying to create a training drill here. It's called a passing and catch. A good stick in lanes there.
Yep.
Or just took the hands as the passer was throwing the ball. But no damage done as Carter backed it up. Looked like he made it harder than he needed to with picking up that ground ball.
Ed Pike now up top. Has Harris annoying him for the day. Lambo with a short pole. Given the left side.
Oh, great look inside. Good save there from Jessic, though. Good cut from Carter. Oh, this is, he wants to get it out of his stick every opportunity, doesn't he? Does the keeper.
A lot of work
Pike.
here now for Raph O'Connor. Sandow's had to sneaky down there to pick one up and help out. Caparosso open in the middle. Takes on one, takes on two, gets himself free. Good running. Good heads up lacrosse. Kieran Sandow.
And in the women's game, we would have had 3 whistles with that push.
Yep.
But not the men's. If you are watching lacrosse for the first time, you're allowed a little bit more contact in the men's game, as they are wearing pads.
So just a nice stall play here. All that, we're just recharging the batteries, I suppose, isn't he?
Like a good Tesla, mate, you're saying.
Well, the F1 era with the recharge, the hybrid era.
The hybrid, yeah. So ball down the back here. Taggart just rolls it back on right-hand side. Tries to get around his defender in Inglis. Anderson. Geez, those 15s and 16s look similar.
From here they do. Oh, Percy, unlucky.
He's been very good in the defensive end here as Parrish with these balls picking them up. There's a flag on the play. Looks up, looks inside. Again, just tried to find his mate in Freeman and didn't quite have it. And we're going to have a penalty here. Okay, so Tom Percy there wearing a slash for 1 minute. And Brighton, we'll see their first. Have we seen the power play from them yet?
We have seen one. We have seen one. Down the other end.
Yeah, we did. So ball to Carter. Carter up to Brooks. To Woodford. Woodford must enjoy being in the man up. Just get out there and run some man ups. Carter just trying to drop back on this back corner. Just trying to suck the defence out and create that 2-on-1 opportunity. As the ball kicks back up, just looking to, he doesn't need much of an opportunity. Oh, great look inside. Did he throw his stick further than the ball then, Pike?
Harris, great little poke check on the top hand.
Oh, pressure coming.
Ooh.
Oh, nice trap.
Was.
Great trap there
Oh.
from Sam Crummy. But throws it away, and here's another ground ball from
Parrish.
He's been very good on the ground balls.
The brick, bringing the ball. He moves a little bit quicker than a brick, Tony.
He does, a liquid brick, I'd say.
Liquid brick.
So ball down the back to Carter. Carter to Pike. Still scoreless in this second term, mate.
We are 5-1 at the break, wasn't it? Early break, so it's rattled a lot of people, hasn't it?
It has. They're just thinking, oh.
Score.
And Dallison says, well, I hear you talking about it. Let's change that.
Cometh the moment. Cometh the young man.
And young Will Dallison, like he did in the under-18 tournament.
Just confusion with the Burnside defence, wasn't there? Man coming on, not picking up. And William Dallison there, number 23, able to just float into a nice little spot there. Untroubled by the defender. Down and away. Nice shot. 6-1 Brighton.
And, you know, Jersic's been good in the cage too. So just beat him with a good one.
Good one, yep.
Tell you what, been very impressed with Zach Parrish on his ground balls already in this game. Defenders don't get talked about a lot.
Much like you, Tony, when you had a long pole.
Well, everything looked long in my hands, mate. And I was closer to the ground, so, you know. But mind you, you never get up the defense. Oh, nice in look.
Great
good there
save.
again from.
Yeah, good lacrosse there.
Good little kick. Another rule difference. Or Jersic comes out the cage, and now he's under pressure. And now this is where you watch those arms as he's not wearing arm pads. And ball kicked on the outer side here. kicks it to Keats. Keats gives the ball back to Harris. Harris, and he'll give it back to the keeper. They want to clear through these poles or the keeper.
Yes, they do.
Keep the ball out of Harris's stick, I think they're probably talking about.
Sam Crummy on the far side wearing 5, the other pole for Burnside.
And upfield, they've got this set pretty well. Burnside are almost set in their offensive set without.
They are, aren't they?
They're almost set down there in their offensive set.
Running through a few motions.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for Jack to deliver the ball to him.
And that's the one. You just want to drag him up and make him have to throw the ball back. And there'll be one over, and that's one that'll come off. Yeah, good work there from Harris. And they go there, they're onside. So ball will kick out, and Harris gives it over there to Dr. D.
Oh. Unlucky. Nice clear in the end though, Tone. Good strategy, good patience. Little bit of a dicky pass, but Harris good enough to rein it in.
Yeah, you can see the skills of Harrison right there. Just that attack on the ball and one grab and off he was gone. He put 3 metres on his offensive defender trying to shut him down. And ball back to Pike. Pike down to Freeman. Freeman up the top here to Lambert. Mitch Fuss. He's picked up the young man there in Sam Seacamp, and Sam Seacamp says, oof, oh, they've missed that a couple of times now, haven't they, between the both of them?
It's close though, Tone. It is close.
And James Mullins.
Yeah, great work there. Riley Attenborough chasing hard, but James Mullins also in the Aussie box team, Tone. That was, is it team or squad? Team, isn't it?
No, team.
It's been
Yeah,
announced.
they've
It's been
made,
announced.
so he will wear the green jacket again.
He will.
James Mullins, congratulations to him, as well as Anson Carter and Jesse Winnan in South Australia for the men.
Very good.
And but the women will also play this year
Where will that take place?
in Utica, in Canada, which is close to Canada,
Righto. Just north.
just north of Alaska. There might be a song there too, but we won't go there. Ball back up the top to O'Connor. O'Connor looks to get under a little bit of pressure there from Steve Lambert.
Mullins again, left-handed up, cutters through.
Good inside look.
Yeah, back door
And
from.
we're going to have a crease. I don't know. I was going to say, I would have just. Can they play advantage with that?
They probably could. They probably could.
So ball in the stick of Clint Barker. We haven't heard that much today. Haven't talked about Chippy much today.
We haven't. Strong rumours in the off-season, Tone, that he had pulled the pin, decided to retire.
Had too many premierships.
Instead,
Good.
just extended the mantelpiece and said, I'll go one more year.
Must have got the 1-year contract. Tell you what, it'd be lucrative too, wouldn't it? He's done well since he's gone down to Bomberland. Ball up the top here to Pike. Pike, as the sun starts to bathe Miller Reserve again. Woodford up against Rowan Keats.
Yeah, Rowan Keats, very good.
Oh, and again, nice take. Oh, and good little trail check, wasn't it? A couple of these little trail check. I reckon that was Tommy Graham then getting maybe just on, or it might have been Harris. The 2 longies in the way there.
Yep, they were both very, very close to the scene.
Oh.
Pike looking for a bit of a change up in the defence, but they wrote it out well.
Yeah, this the Carter and Freeman are certainly looking for each other coming through that crease there, and while they've just been off a little bit, if they can get that on, there it is again. Freeman and Carter working hard in the crease together. Ball kicks over there to Lambert. Lambert, he's done that many times at training out here, as Steve Lambert, and he will get the second on the board for Brighton in this quarter. And talk us through this one, Craig.
Yeah, nice little move, but again, just slow to recover. Mullins helping out high side, which he felt he needed to do. Woodford looked like he was shaping for a down the alley, so he just shuffled a little bit, couldn't recover. Lambert freed up the hands, and from not far out, slung one past Jack Jerzyk.
And 2 minutes 15 left on the clock. It feels like this quarter's gone a lot longer.
Yes, it does. I'm sure it does for the Burnside faithful too. 7-1 down at the moment.
So ball back in the centre. And he's just dominated the centre here as the man. Oh, looked great. That's a great feed. And Carter, what a great take. Tell you what, that was thrown with gusto from Jackson Stock, and Carter just did a one behind his back.
Little backdoor shovel. Yep, under a lot of pressure here. Jackson saw the opportunity, whipped it, boom.
Carter, little shovel.
Yep.
And Anson Carter gets on his hat trick for the game. And this is what they did in the first term, mate. They had 4 minutes less to do it. So we've got an 8-1 game now.
Not too many left for Anson to score. Might try and see if he's got one more trick in the bag here in a minute. Try and send a message out to him.
Well, Stock dropped one. What's he doing out there?
Doug Brooks with the mop.
Good inside feed there to Dallison, but just behind him a little, but no damage done. So what have we got left on the clock there, mate?
Looks like under a minute, so 50 seconds to go, yep.
We're going to have a timeout. Charge here to Brighton. Get 2.5. If you don't use them, you lose them. So Brighton will look to set something up and try and get the last score of the first half. But at the moment, we see Brighton out to a 8-1 lead. And who's impressed you so far in this first half, mate?
Well, I've liked Zach Parrish with his mopping up down back for Brighton. I like both, Will Inglis and Doug Anderson been pushing out hard in the back corners, which has been impressive. So that's a feature so far. And then the connection, which is just off at the minute between the elder statesman, let's call it, Anson Carter and Tom Freeman. Ed Pike's been doing a lot of work, as he does, down through X, feeding, looking. Doug Brooks has been okay up and down the field. And then the two young boys. So there's plenty of pieces to the puzzle, again, for Brighton. Harris has been very good. Jack Josic, good for Burnside as well.
And young James Mullins, he'd like us calling him that.
Yes.
Certainly
well,
doing a bit of work between the lines.
He throws you off the scent with that very, what's the word, Tony? The moustache.
The moustache?
He throws you off that scent.
So ball up the top. Let's see what the coaches have drawn up here. Brooks kicks the ball to Carter. Looking at a really wide set here, all 2-2-2. Freeman up the top here. Over to Carter. Carter, they're looking at running something here.
Yeah, Stock will go through C-Camp, I would think.
As Carter looks to go in the middle, down the left-hand side. Double comes, looks back up the top to Brooks. Throws the ball up and over his head.
20 to go, Tone.
Ball, and Harris will probably say, thanks very much. Has Harris got one in him? He's got pace to burn. You can see Jackson Stock coming across, looks inside, and that might, and Parrish again. That's about 5 or 6 big ground balls for Parrish in this first half.
One.
As the whistle goes, and Craig Schicker's all over the time. And ball ends up in the stick down the bottom, given up there to the officials. And interesting first half of lacrosse, mate.
Well, very interesting if you're a Brighton supporter. Burnside hanging on and looked good early. They were up for the contest, but we know that they're undermanned at the moment. They do have imports coming, Tone. That'll boost to their depth, of course. But hanging in there, it doesn't really represent 8-1.
All right, so we might go through the scorers first as the replays come on. And the first one there was Will Dallison, and just stepped down and popped it away. And then Steve Lambert decided that Will Dallison, if you can get in the action from that sort of distance, I can have an opportunity as well. And almost from the same spot there went Lambert. And then this one for me, mate, this is probably the goal of the first half. This Jackson Stock ball out. He was under plenty of pressure there from both those defenders. Just gave himself enough. Carter picks the ball up. Little shovel shot into the back of the net. And he gets the third of the quarter. And I might just have a quick one here. Just want to say a huge thank you to the LSA sponsor, AMAC Customs and Logistics, Aaron Mackner. We all know the Mac. And you would have played plenty of games against Aaron.
Certainly grew up with Aaron, yep.
And AMAC Customs and Logistics are proudly 100% Australian-owned and operated local small business supporting other Australian businesses who want to interact with increasingly interconnected global markets. Long story short, if your business imports or exports any cargo, then we can help you save time and money. We are capable of moving anything, anywhere, anytime, and we do so daily. 24/7, 365 days a year. They help LSA import lacrosse gear for LSA lacrosse community and big lacrosse supporters around the country. So it's great to have AMAC on board here, and maybe a couple of little.
Big shout out to Aaron Mackner over there in the south of Perth.
It's almost like the south of France, isn't it?
Well,
over in Perth, the weather's always perfect. It's just the vines grow and
true,
and the beaches are superb.
They are.
Not so many years ago at this time of the year in Normandy. So, and a bit of a thank you. I think Anastasia Araviakis is up on the scaffold. It's a fine-looking scaffold, isn't it, Shix? Up there, Anastasia on the camera for us. James Heron's been helping Scotty Gill with the assistant production. Scotty Gill, he just makes everything happen.
Oh, oozes class.
Could not do anything without Scotty Gill, or Scott Evans Gill. Jared Brimble, Lacrosse SA, and Malcolm Muxlow and Paul Lightbody from the Burnside Lacrosse Club. Mate, it's always good to have you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Thanks, Tone. Yeah, you've made me feel really, really welcome back into the seat.
I mean, we're like Cheech and Chong without the extras. We are, as the halftime break is just being had, and we might just take a 5-second break here so we can refresh our voices, and we'll see you back very shortly when the sticks are swinging. And back we are here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We're glad that you are joining us here on Anzac Day, and wherever you are around the country on Anzac Day, we pay homage to our ex-diggers and the current servicemen and women in what they do to protect us. Mr. Craig Schicker.
Time to reminisce, time to talk stories from yesteryear. Tone, you've got some reminiscing to do there about today's game itself, or the feature of the game.
The feature of the game. So out of the from 2016 to 2023, there's been 7. I know that's 8 years, but 7 because we didn't have one for COVID. And 5 out of the 7 years that this game's been played, the winner of this game has gone on to win the premiership in that year. So interesting. And I did some stats last night and did the same.
Yes.
Because in the women's side of things, exactly the same.
5 of the 7.
5 of the 7 winners of this game went on to win the premiership that year.
Well, write that down, folks. Let's revisit that come late September, early October, and let's see just how factual that is.
I'll tell you what, Brighton have started this game off well, and Jackson Stock much the same. Didn't get it his own way that time. Oh, good work there from Harris. Pops inside. Harris just pops it up the top. Brooks picks it up. And Doug Brooks says, let's have a bit of offense. Thanks, boys. We've just finished the half. Let's warm up get our legs going.
Good crashing type defence there. Burnside organising themselves a little better now, giving Stock less pathway out as Pike comes through a little behind the back pass across the crease.
Bit of tennis being played there. Just throws it off. That's come off the foot of the defender there.
It has, Sam Seacamp.
And the ball goes out of bounds down the back.
The heavens are about to open up, Tone.
I was going to say, I've seen wet out here at Miller Reserve, mate, and I'm glad that... Nice little trail check there again by the defender there in Crummy. Just didn't allow... Harris, what a great pickup.
Yeah, good pickup.
And he's off to the races as Stocky. They would have seen, there's going to be an interference call as the flag goes down. And we're going to have a hold there for 30 seconds. Great work there from Josh Harris, mate, with that. He showed exceptional pace there.
Good timing, great grounder. Brought the ball down, couldn't get centre of the field to make use of it, but now 60-second man up. 60 second time, I think.
Yep. No, 30 seconds. Only a hold called there.
Oh.
Just
probably missed him, didn't he? Altogether.
He missed him, and then sort of he stepped on the stick and slipped over on it effectively, but deemed a hold. So ball.
Patient, offensive, man up. Take it now. Will carry behind, but I think Will Inglis is awake to it and wants to put some high pressure on him. Sandow says, I'll have a crack at it from outside.
And Sandow just lighting it up, turning back the clock.
Turning,
and he did indeed.
Turning back the clock, but let's have a look at that. Replay there, Caparosso up the top, and Sandow wanted to move on. Gap opened up right on the fan.
Give him 3 shots from the women's game.
A nice little bounce shot. Wasn't high velocity, but just in the right spot, right pocket.
And that would have been how they would have talked about starting this second half.
Getting one back, working at the score 1 by 1.
So Sandow getting the first of the third. And ball back into the centre, and the weather's just started to turn here as Attenborough turns out and finds his way with the ball down to Pike. Pike kicks the ball down the back to Carter. Freeman looking to work. Woodford. Ball back up to Attenborough. Gets a...
Shove in the back. Let go.
Yeah, Rubbin's racing. Let him play. It's Anzac Day.
Oh, ground ball.
I was going to say, that's...
Stat gathering.
Jarek under massive pressure here. This is where they wear one on the arms. And Ed Pike, he's going about it, isn't he? He's just said, you don't have arm guards on. Maybe I should, as we see, is that Matty Fuss there?
Yes.
Just going to get his first ground ball with the long stick. Ball back to Carter, and Carter can step down to fire. It doesn't, sees his mate on the bottom corner there, and Freeman And Jerick was stuck on that pipe because he thought...
Yep, the shot was coming.
shot
They
was
froze it, but nice gathering there. Great hustle behind Ed Pike. Carter lines up to bang, as you see that there. Yeah, just a little frozen on the back doorstep, Tom Graham.
And as quickly as Burnside put one on the board, Brighton put another one on.
You just can't give Freeman time and space, can you, Tone?
So just online, Jesse Winnan says if it's a hold and then a trip, he still has possession, then isn't it 2 flags? It was in the one action and it was deemed to be a hold, Jess, as why he went to ground. So, and Peter Greenhouse said Sturt is looking for a new ref. So, anyone out there who wants to don the black and whites, I suppose throughout the association as a whole, we cannot play the game without the officials.
He might be suggesting Jesse put the black and whites on.
Ooh, maybe.
We're not reading too much into that, Tone.
Oh, just tries to force his way in there, does Anson Carter. He I reckon he thought he'd been hitting the gym harder than he had there, Anson. And ball down the back here with Freeman. Carter's coming. Oh, there's his mate. And another BTB. And the Carter-Freeman show is about to roll as they're just hooking up with each other in a scoring sense. And Carter, that's his 4th, mate, just starting to fill up the bag. And has he thrown a normal shot yet, Carter? He's at a BTB, a shovel.
I reckon he's brought a big enough bag, Tony can take it home as much as he wants today.
True.
He keeps picking, he'll keep taking them away.
And there's been a request online, Shix. Yes. The great Scotty Brooks says no more singing, thanks, Tony.
Okay.
I mean,
you only needed one more.
Just like Pal Joey's, I'm allowed 3 in my contract, mate, to, picked off again there from Harris. But under immense pressure, isn't he? He's missing his mate down there who's currently sitting in the crease down in the offensive end, I think. Yeah. They normally used to work in tandem there. Did Semler and Harris. But the ball will kick over here and find James Mullins. And James Mullins under pressure here from Matt Fuss. And Matt Fuss just trying to eke the ball out of the stick there of James Mullins. Semler. And he's under pressure from Anderson, who kicks up to Sandow. Yep. And Inglis is going to take him. And just go for a bit of a run, mate, as it's starting to get cooler out here. So I
cooler and darker. The lights are coming on, Tone. And it's still a great little picnic atmosphere out here at Bear Park.
Good defence here from Inglis.
It is.
One of those young up-and-coming long stick defenders, which Australian lacrosse needs, mate. As does Parrish go about his work.
Beautiful little bounce pass, take it to Mullins. He'll find the left hand and drive hard down the line. Anderson finds Semler inside.
Tell you what, had the quick stick. You don't see the quick stick that often these days in our beautiful game of lacrosse, mate.
Yep, no, you're right.
But just fired it straight up and over the top of the head. And ball. Oh, just wore one right round the back of the ears then, did Semler. And Kieran, he must have his GPS on at the moment. He's covering plenty of ground.
He is.
Out there.
He is indeed.
Taggart. Just looking online, the great Craig Schicker's online as well.
I've been hacked. Don't respond to anything posted.
Ball up the top with James Mullins. Has Matt Fuss.
This is a good patient set here, Tony. Burnside can get on the back of one here. Send a lot of confidence back through the camp. 10-2.
So
isolation.
They're telling Woodford to, and Woodford does a great job there.
He does.
And he's used to picking up ground. Oh, nice little check there, though, from Percy. And there's an opportunity here. Little up check, maybe. Oh, great pick up there. Oh, nice there from Attenborough. using his body as a bolt. Oh, that's silky there from Ed Pike.
Right place, right time.
It's a bit of a ground ball.
Yeah, good
into
hustle here.
Good work there from Attenborough.
Flicked through. Well, we'll call it a flick through time, but it looked like a
Ed Pike.
potential missed ground ball. Pike running through open space on the doorstep. Wipe your shoes on the way in, please.
And Pikey getting his second of the day. And Brighton, 3 in the quarter, mate. Just starting to stretch it out now, 11-2.
8-1 at the half, was it?
Was 8-1 at the half.
Okay.
Legal procedure there. On Sam Seacamp.
Jackson Stock just looking for a real fast start there.
He
but,
was, wasn't he?
He was not happy with...
Look at a little two-man game down here between Carter and Freeman. And Pike says, oh, can I be involved?
Yeah, that's right.
And he goes, oh, I might make my own with Dallison. And Dallison kicks the ball over again. And down the back to Stock. Stock looking to head towards goal. I've really liked the improvement of Will Dallison, really starting to become a significant lefty in this Brighton side. Oh, Pike just says, stop talking about him, talk about me, please.
That's it. Nice there. So they got the right matchup they wanted. They've been looking at Sam Seacamp, a short pole defender. The switch comes. Again, it's happened earlier in that first half. Poles have no right handing over a driving short stick from X to a shorty. Would send him down the river without a paddle.
Wouldn't have happened, would it, chicks? Back in the day.
Poles just need to take a bit more responsibility there.
Absolutely. And out to a 12-2 lead now. Nice flick out there from Attenborough.
Mitch Fuss.
Just too hot for him.
Couldn't get the handle on that one.
Ball to be won.
Taggart, look at that.
Great pick up there from Taggart.
Coach Taggart.
That's the way we play, boys.
That's
Head
it.
down over it and go straight line.
Great pickup. Great ground ball. Parrish been told to apply some pressure on Raph O'Connor. And now we have Inglis with Sandow. Taggart after the big grounder has...
He's just got his breath back down the back corner.
Yep, has Jack Woodford D'ing him. Jack says, no problems, I'll give you left. Ryan Taggart says, I'll go right and dish off.
So ball out here with Matty Caparosso. Guarded by Attenborough. Caparosso tries to use the motors, looks inside. Oh, Semler! Tink, tink, tink off the bar! And Burnside were pretty happy about that offensive set. That's what they were looking for.
Well, you can hear the chirping from Clint Barker in goals. Push out at all costs. So Brighton looking for turnovers. The shorties are out. Mitch Fuss.
Overcommitted. Gets an opportunity to come round on his left.
Back doors on.
Save. Good save there from Chippy. And Chippy will give it over there to Mitchell Fuss. And Mitchell Fuss could probably give that a running race. And Parrish says, I wouldn't mind being involved in that running race. But ball is kicked up the top there to Tommy Perkins. Oh, look at Pikey. He's just in the right place at the right time. Oh, good look down the bottom corner. That's great transition ball there from Brighton.
Well, it worked out okay. It was a terrible ball, Perkins inside to Woodford. That was a real rib breaker, that one there. Didn't want any piece of it. Pulled the ripcord down. You were right, though, Tone. Pike in right position. Put the two poles on the back corners. Frozen in time again.
And Carter gets his 5th. So he's certainly filled up the bag. Has Anson Carter.
Oh, he's brought a sack along, Tony. Have a look at it. He's emptied the spuds out. He's taking a sack home.
He's got the 20-kilo bag, you reckon?
The only person disappointed out there is Tom Freeman. He's saying, hang on a minute. I've got my own sack I need to fill up.
And ball back into the centre here. Stock. He's been very dominant through this centre draw. They're missing Lewis Dowell in that middle, aren't they? Burnside.
Had a run in the Div 1 on the weekend, so he is around the place.
Okay, good to see.
I'm not sure what his availability is for the State League team.
But good to see him still running around.
Still here, Memorial medalist.
Absolutely, of a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Pike up the top. He's been good this quarter, Pikey.
He has, hasn't he? Delivery, the delivery man. Here he
Oh,
goes.
what was Raph O'Connor thinking? Oh, I don't know about that, but Raph O'Connor just stood still like time had frozen.
Yeah, they're not switching well, are they? but again, that's a long pole on Ed Pike and looking to switch for a shorty to take over. Good push, good lift on the hands there. Harris playing well, back corner. Stock's got the shorty they like to go through. He'll have time to reassess.
Gives the ball back up, and now Brooks will try from the top, and here we go again, Pikey. So the switch didn't happen that well last time, but oh, look inside, Freeman.
Oh.
Good save. Has that gone in? That has gone in.
That's gone in, yep.
Okay, so Tommy Freeman gets another one on the board.
Finally, one little potato spills out of Anson Carter's sack and into Tom's.
And that's 6 goals in the quarter. And we're starting to blow out, mate. I think I said 19-2, so how long we got to go on the clock there? About 4.5. To go.
I think the 2's right. I think the 2 could be right, Tony.
You like that? You're thinking the way things are going, it could just be a little extended beyond 19. They're just starting to slow up, aren't they, Burnside?
Well, they might get their opportunity if Brighton continue to push out. So that might go to 3. But they're running around with a lot of confidence down there in offence. Mitch Fuss has been quiet today. Woodford's getting some minutes towards the end of this quarter.
As is Tommy Perkins down the back there.
Yep. So they're all... The spread is far and wide here, isn't it, Tone?
It is indeed. I think Jack must be thinking here's Pike again. As you say, just looking to bring others into the play is Pikey and Harris.
That's the 4th time he's intercepted a pass during rotation.
And he's certainly going, I've given her all she's got, Captain. I can't give her any more. As ball is kicked down the back there to Crummy, who gives the ball back here to Jacques Jersic. And Jersic just looking to bring the ball up. A bit of a lock off here and there, so they'll look to wait until he gets above the restraining line. We see the short stick there coming down the bottom.
Ooh.
Or just that could come back with interest if it's picked up.
Oh,
Push there, loose ball push on Tommy Perkins. And we're going to have a, where's Raph going? He thinks he's got a penalty here. No penalty on the play. No penalty. There was a loose ball push, so I like the way Raph knew he'd done the crime. Thought he was doing the time.
Really guilty. Look.
Raph just found his way to the box. I mean, no, he wasn't hiding from it, but a loose ball push deemed to be had there. Tell you what, we might have had one of those 2 guilty consciences over the years, Shicks. Only you wait for the whistle, don't we?
That's right.
And I never made it into the defensive end, so it didn't matter. So, good save there from Jersic.
Good save. Good shot, Mitch Fuss. Good shot, good save. So they're just starting to get stuck a little bit. Man on in the middle.
Good work.
Percy.
Just finds it, but under immediate pressure from that man in Pike. Tell you what, needs to pick the ball up and throws the ball forward. Semler, great pick up there from Fuss. And don't tell me he's going to get in the action with a longie. We haven't seen him shoot with a longie yet either, have we? 1:55 to go in the quarter. Maybe he hasn't been given that license yet, mate.
Maybe not yet.
Like,
still on the L plates. Oh, that has hit a
broken
pole.
stick. Another broken stick. Tell you what, we know where to get him, don't we, Shicks?
We do. BradleyEdwards.com.au for all your lacrosse needs.
Oh, tink off the bar. And a little reset, and James Mullins, he won't mind. He'll get some new ones for the Aussie box team. And he mightn't have to buy any, mate. So ball in the stick of Steve Lambert, who kicks the ball down to that man Pike.
80 seconds left of the quarter. They'll drive hard here. Fuss down the line. They'll pick and then re-pick.
And Richard Smith just doesn't quite keep up with them. The 5 hold him.
Yep.
And Mitch Fuss getting on the board as well.
Just unable to stay on the hands. Fuss has got some blistering pace, Tony, and he gets himself free. And
7 goals for the quarter here, Shicks. 7-1. That was nearly the score at half-time, 8-1.
Poor old Doc finds himself out there trying to chase one of the quicker blokes out there on the field, I would think, Mitchell Fuss. Big brother Matthew may have some something to do with that. He might not be so happy Mitchell running past him, is he, these days, you think?
Well,
both,
I'd like to see
both got to turn a foot.
I'll tell you what, so's their sister, Hayley. She can move it on, as Jackson Stock says, so can I. I just can't find my man on the bottom corner. So ball picked up there by Keats.
Yep, drops it out, cradling error.
And,
Ground ball.
Just comes off a Pike's foot, unfortunately.
10 seconds left here.
So looking for the Hail Mary here, mate, are they?
Doctor looks to be free. Another one will sneak out the back here. I think we'll have Raph O'Connor. Half a chance. He doesn't want to be too vocal.
So we're hearing the extra call from there as the clock is just about to be blown dead. And Doc just throws the ball backwards and says, right, let's have a break at 3/4 time. Here live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And we're currently got Brighton leading 15-2. And that was a big quarter of lacrosse, mate. 7-1 the way of Brighton.
Huge quarter. They really got off the leash, didn't they? Burnside just couldn't keep with them. Goal scorers there were aplenty. Tone, who scored the goals? We got goals there?
They goal scorers for that quarter. We might just look at them in the as Gilly gets them up. And replays coming up. So the first one here was Kieran Sandow. This is that little step down from the top here.
Got them off to a good start, didn't they? Just fighting back ever so slowly. Freeman on the back of a little tic-tac-toe. Oh, no, that was the dump to the bottom corner, wasn't it?
Yep.
Frozen in time, the 2 poles.
And Anson Carter just started to go well. I might try and fill up that sack that I did bring.
Yep. Tom Freeman, little BTB.
And then Pikey got the next 2. Let's see here. Good work there from...
Yep, little nutmeg spilled free. Harris gobbled everything else up today.
And then Pikey said, well, I got one about 30 seconds ago. I might have another crack here. And looked down and ran around his opponent and popped that one away.
Yeah, they've isolated well in the back corner with a short pole, and they've really picked on Sam Seacamp.
And then Anson Carter threw one over his shoulder into the bottom corner. So there's something I haven't seen today. He got his 5th of the quarter. And then Tommy Freeman steps up again. Oh, no, sorry. That was Mitch Fuss. And that is 3/4 time. Oh, hang on. Is this this must be Freeman.
That was Anson Carter.
That was Anson Carter. Okay, we're going back over. But there we go. So we've got...
Carter 4, Pike 4, Freeman 4, Perkins 1, Lambert 1, Dallison 1. Sandow 1, Semler 1.
Lots of ones there, mate.
Lots of ones.
Lots of
1-1
ones.
was a racehorse.
And 2-2 was 1-2. And as they break and just leave the water bottles out there, the hydration specialist, Mr. Andrew Harris, might lose his job, I'd say. Trying to fix the hydration as well as leave the bottles out there.
Man of many talents.
As we see the coach.
That's Harris. H2ORRIS.
Yes, I like the way you think, Craig. So 15-2 it is. And I'm thinking, well, 19-2 was my prediction at the start of the day. Let's see how the fourth quarter action goes here. Live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And Jackson Stock takes it out the middle just like he has. And Josh Harris just takes out Luke Keesing on this backside here. Yeah.
Reportable in other sports.
I was going to say they normally save it for the games as Pike comes around the bottom corner, looks inside, and not a great pass there to his mate Freeman.
Wasn't.
But Brooks says, I got your back, boys.
Maybe he was just sending a message to Tom, hey, your laces are not done up.
Just try to stretch. Maybe he didn't stretch well enough after training on Tuesday night, mate.
Can't be too many strings left. A few have been pinging away.
Have indeed. And Carter up the top. Freeman playing the crease. Ball down here to Brooks. A little flip coming. And didn't really move the defence too much on that back corner, but now has. Pike comes to set a pick. Ball kicks back up the top. Dallison. They like that, don't they? On that side. Oh, back door here for Brooks. But Pike under pressure. Steps inside, and Pike just found the hole he needed and popped it top shelf.
Very well played, but really picking on the short pole back corners.
And Edison Pike gets his fourth of the game. And we're out to 16-2, mate.
19 is not going to be a factor, Tony. I think we're looking at something that starts with a 2.
A 2?
22 might be fitting.
So that was that 2-2 was 1-2. Yep. Ball back into the centre. And Attenborough. Great pickup. Gets picked up there by Harris. Harris will try and pick his pockets given the opportunity, but he's done a fair bit of work. Has Harris up and down the field. And ball down to Carter. Carter over here to Pike. Looked inside, and you like to see that. I'll tell you what, as a crease player, you love to see that every time that you are in there, they are looking at you. So ball, Pike rolls back, kicks it to Carter. Carter looks in, Freeman. Oh, he says, Carter, you've got a couple of BTBs. I'm going to try one, but that one didn't come off. Good save there from Jack. And we reset back down to the bottom here.
Ton of work from Pike down low. Look at this little sweeper that comes across here. Mullins has half a chance for it. Woodford collects his own ball. Fuss against the shorty on left. Great save, Jack.
So Jack Jersic has come out to start this fourth quarter in style. Josh just trying to...
Milk.
Yeah,
oh, flag is
he
up.
did get one. Got him on the back hip, and there might be another one there. So 2 flags. And just throws it away. So there'll be 2 separate penalties there. I reckon Freeman got one for one on the hip for a check. Or a slash. And so Woodford going for a cross-check for 1, and Freeman going for a slash for 1. So 4-man zone here for the Bombers. And is this the opportunity that the Bears need to get another one on the scoreboard?
Well, their man-up opportunities have been there, Tony. I don't know if they've... Look at this, straight out. Fuss really pushing hard.
They're putting him under a lot of pressure, aren't they? The push out from the Brighton defence in this 4 zone, certainly working hard. Oh, nice knockdown there from Fuss. Just needs to pick it up. Does pick it up. And ball kicked down the back corner. Really good aggressive defence down in that 4-man zone.
Certainly was.
As Raph O'Connor just runs into Dallison. So Carter trying to lead them a merry dance. Second coming. Carter just rolls inside. Oh, that's got to be a hold too. There'll be one there, and Carter just throws one away. There's flags flying everywhere. That'll be for the same hold there. So we see there Keats with a 30-second hold as Freeman gets released. I thought those two penalties went in together.
They did, 1 for 1 and the other one for 2.
Oh, it was a 2-minute for the cross-check. Sorry, mate. You are correct. So they're even 5 on 5 at the moment. I'm glad you're all over this, Mr. Shiger.
It's been a long day for you, Tone. You're allowed a slight slip up.
As Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice finish there from Pike. And it's about now, mate, we start talking about the Anzac medal.
We do.
I'm going to say that man who just put the ball in the back of the net there has been very good today.
Probably close to 6 and 3, is he? 6 and 3?
Well, I've got him down as 5, I reckon, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may have I may have given someone else him, but he's certainly going to be up there in the voting, I would think, for this Anzac Day medal. What's your thoughts at the moment, mate, as we come, about halfway through this?
Parrish was good, really good early mopping up. His productivity has dropped away as Jackson Stock's dominance out of the X has increased, but just trying to find Pike there.
And there's Harris on cue, mate. He heard you talking about him.
So Harris has been great. I know Parrish I was talking about earlier.
Sorry, Parrish.
Harris has been very good as well.
Yep.
But, so it's a bit of a toss of a coin, I think, and we'll go with Ed Pike if it's 6.
We've got a timeout charge red here. That might just be to plug the Tesla back in for a bit in this last quarter. We've got about 12 minutes to go in the fourth. And, I think, as you say, on the Burnside side, Jarrett's been good in the cage.
He has been.
But under immense pressure. And I think Harris has probably been their best by for me.
The length of Devereux Road.
Yep. And I think, as you said then, I think Parrish was very good. He had 6 or 7 ground balls in that first half and was running everything out. But as the game's gone on, he's sort of probably just disappeared a bit.
Well, he hasn't been needed, has he?
No.
Stock has mopped up everything, and Riley Attenborough's been good too on the X. They've toiled hard, the Burnside face-off crew, but complete dominance by Brighton there. So, then I guess their conversion rate has picked up as well as this game's gone on. So a little bit less work for the Brighton defenders, but they are pushing out. They are looking impressive. Matt Fuss down there is adds another dimension, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and I think that, I don't know, in that 4 zone to pressure out like that, and it sort of spooked the Bears a little bit when they saw it all coming at them. They didn't expect the 4 zone to be pushing out that hard, so something for other teams in the competition to take note of. And Burnside now will go into a 6-on-6 situation as the boxes have been cleared. And we're currently at a 17-2 game here. As James Mullins brings the ball in for the Bears. Kicks it over there to Silky. And he's been good too out there. He battled hard, Silky, but I tell you what, William Inglis has worn him like a cheap suit most of the day.
He has indeed. Yeah, work rate's been high. A lot of running, a lot of kilometres. Mullins too.
And they're just trying to stretch the defence up, aren't they? Look at Fuss just comes off that to be a help. Taggart up against young Parrish. He's got motors, has young Parrish. Quick feet. Ball to Matty Caparosso, who will be looking towards Bradley Edwards for a new pole at the end of the day.
Yep, 1 of 2. Mullins the other one.
And Semler just
Bounce
That's
pass.
not a great, it put him under a lot of pressure, didn't it?
It did.
As Taggart
Oh,
just
that's-
gets nailed there and a big flag thrown. See the height and that. Got to get some excitement for the black and whites. That was certainly good flag height there from head official Shane Abbott.
Absolute push square in the back. Lucky not to be a minute. How you could complain about that has got me.
Another man-up opportunity for Burnside. So Kieran kicks the ball to Raff. Raff kicks the ball down there to Mull. James Mullins tries to fire the ball up, tries to get him, and Chippy says, I haven't seen many of these today, so I'm going to try and take as many as I can. Saves.
Yep.
Good work there from Kieran, though, with the ride.
Oh,
And there might be another ball to be won on the deck. And just missed it. And Inglis just, he's mopping up the gravy with the bread, isn't he?
He is just wiping that plate clean before she goes into the wash.
He says, big dog's got to eat. And
Not the gravy. Not the gravy.
Mama always said I need to clean my plate. And that might be a hole too. No, not called. So ball with Lambert. Lambert, this is his shooting spot.
Freeman. Oh, Pike looked half open. Freeman said, hang on a minute, I just want to manufacture something myself.
Brooks opens up the backside. Nice look. Ball to be won. Rolling out of bounds. But great pickup there from Tommy Perkins. And Perkins kicks it down to Pike.
Perkins will have the short pole. Caparosso at the top. He goes across though. Lambert.
Says Lambo, that was your shooting spot right up there from about 15 out. And Brooks coming around the back corner. Double coming. Good double coming. And the shot had, great effort down the back there late in the game to, that's going to be a flag. Oh, I thought he was blowing the whistle then, and he was, Mullins was trying to stop him from.
What does he need there, Tone? 3 metres?
5 metres? 5 metres, but hadn't blown the whistle to restart play. So he was outside that space. Ball with Lambert. Lambert steps in, and Lambert says, I'll put that one literally in the back of the net. And Jersic, clears it out. Kicks it to Crummy.
Crummy, yep.
And he was picking them up right then too, after he dropped it.
What's the background here on Sam Crummy?
I have no idea.
No?
No idea, but I'm going to have to do a bit more work as the season goes on, mate, I think. And not 100% sure.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Mullins nearly lined himself up. Good enough to get out of it. Into trouble, out of trouble.
Looks
Gets
inside,
it back.
Mullins.
Oh,
Good look
Sam.
down. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
As the coach, Mr. Taggart, says, boys, this is how you finish one. And watching this on the replay here on the Australian Lacrosse Network, just found the feet there. Good work there from Taggart. Well, it ruined my day.
Yes. That's the 3 I talked about. One more was coming from somewhere. This push out spread from Brighton just gives the opportunity. If the door's half ajar, and Taggart was on target.
That he was. Gets his first of the day. And Burnside's third. So ball back in the centre, Woodford, in a position that he's done many, many, many years in a row. And,
Certainly has.
And the heir apparent, Jackson Stock, he's just saying, I'm not done yet, mate.
Call your Jets. There's a few face-offs in me yet.
So ball over to Attenborough. Kick down to Pike. Pikey picked up by, just slips over. Good work, good defence there. Even though he was on the ground, he certainly didn't
Jeez,
pressure. He likes that throw ball, and good there, double coming. Need to get rid of the ball. Ball has been got rid of, and that's going to be a loose moving pick, is it?
Yeah, well, Perkins took out Crummy off the ball there after Pike had collected it, so
okay.
a little unlucky.
So
Crummy goes to the keeper.
Tell you what, Freeman was standing behind him then going, if
He
that one was a little bit higher, I'm going to step down and shoot one here.
like a poacher in the Serengeti.
Yep. And ball kicked down the back to Crummy. Crummy.
Yep,
Back to Jack. They're just playing keepy-offy at the moment. And Perko, he's getting his steps up. As Jersic. He will find his way over halfway line. He probably doesn't want to find his way over half line. That is offside. As hadn't been recognised from Raff there in the middle.
Yes, just wandered over, didn't he?
And turnover we go. So Mitchell Fuss will bring the ball back into offence for Brighton. Kicks it over here to young Attenborough. Attenborough just...
Testing Lambert out.
just to make sure his stick skills are on point. And ball comes down back to Perkins. Perkins kicks the ball around and we start again.
One more pass. I think young Ed Pike will be looking at the short pole here, although Perkins has... Oh, there's a lot of... Look
just
at this.
no, that... Well, the two shorties, and that's why you have longies in defence.
Yeah. Well, it's been a hard day for Sam Seacamp. They've been able to sink him down low all day long, and they've really attacked him. But really, that was unfortunately, Raph O'Connor just turned his back on the ball carrier and almost gave him some assistance in getting through. Make sure there's no traffic. Just follow me in.
Just yeah, that was odd. Just didn't. No, not the best communication in the defensive end right there.
It's tough though when it's 18-3 tone. It's tough. It's been a long day.
I thought I had it on, mate, last night because I had my footy tips in and I had the winning margin at 44 last night and it was 43. So I thought I was on today.
Oh, you're always going to be one off. You're always going to be one off.
And ball comes out here to Pikey. Pikey looks inside Dallison. Good save there from Jersic. Oh, just dropped the ball though. Great pick up there from Dallison through immense amount of heat. And wore a big check there from Harris too. So good save there from Jersic. Perkins. Ball down to Dallison. Kicks the ball up here.
18-3. Who's going to be your lucky number 19 goal scorer?
Oh, it is Doug Brooks. Doug Brooks is... Oh, nice tip there.
Harris again?
I don't know whether that... Was that Harris?
Or Mullins?
Oh, it might have been... Yeah, it's one of them. They were both standing near each other. I couldn't quite see which stick that came off
Mullins has got the new pole, the new stick.
Didn't he learn the last one? Because, oh, that could be an interference initially. Okay. So there's a moving pick in there. And Harris has gone, I'm not happy with that. The space closed up for me. Ball kicked. Oh, that's just setting him up for absolute disaster, isn't it?
It is.
And Anderson, Mr. Anderson, needs to pick the ball up.
Yep.
And looks to, you could have almost seen the coaching staff call a timeout there when he picked it up, but not to be. They figured that they're just going to let him run it out. Looks inside Stock on the left. Good double there from
Sam
Crummy.
Crummy's done well there.
And then just fell off. And Jackson Stock says, how about I fire this one at the spectators down in the back corner?
So Crummy, very lucky. Got the blind pick from the turf monster. Lost balance and just fell away a little.
It was a really, really good double there, but the defence beyond that.
Great D up until that point.
Yeah. So ball, Pike, looking to just add to his points tally in this game.
What are we saying, Tone? You've got him for 5?
I've got him for 5 and probably 2 or 3. So I've probably got him for 7 points minimum.
Okay. I've got him at 6 and 3.
Have you? Oh, there you go. And Mr. Brooks, I said he'd be the one to put my 19th on.
Did you?
I did. I said Dougie Brooks would be the one that puts the 19th, and he has. And he gets his first of the day too. Dougie Brooks toiled hard for his first goal.
We're able to wind back to that, Tony. I just want to double check that.
You can always go back on the Australian Lacrosse Network and replay all of our predictions.
So those at home now in a timeout, quickly just wind back to the start of that offensive thrust and just double check and comment for me that Tony said. I know Doug Brooks had the ball in his stick at the time. If he was going to be the one to throw the lucky 19th.
We love our interaction of our viewers out there on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
2 minutes 34 left on the clock.
I'll tell you what, it is time then to ask the audience, what do they think about their Anzac medalist today?
Well, they might not hear us live. They're all ducking back.
Oh, they're going back, aren't they? In fact, my messages have just given up the ghost anyway, so I can't see any messages coming through. But we will be presenting the Frank Owen medal, which will be presented by Deirdre Owen after the game. And the medal named in Frank's honour must attribute mateship, bravery, and the spirit of the Anzacs, mate. And do you reckon Pikey has all of those? Or do you see someone else out there with them?
Yeah, I think I would be delivering it to Edison Pike.
Pete Greenhouse says, sun is a bit bright. Do we call the game? Great pickup. No, we don't, because Sam Seacamp says, I'm not finished with this game yet. Oh, it's that little skill error, isn't it? Of you've got it right. You see your leading goal scorer at the club. We've got a flag down here, and it's offside. Offside on Burnside, so the ball will turn over. And I'll tell you what, though, the gold of Brighton is glistening in that sunshine.
It is. It is. Attenborough, under a bit of heat, loose, gets his hands free.
Oh. Freeman not allowing that 2 in front of my score here, Shix, with 1:50 to go in the quarter.
18 or 19?
No, I got 19.
Yep.
I've got 19-3 at the moment. And the last goal scorer was Doug Brooks. So, ball up with Attenborough.
1:45 on the clock.
Don't let me down.
Fuss against the shot.
Oh, Fuss. Oh, nice shot there off that step, but stepped in the crease and ball going the Bears' way here. And the ball will be taken out of the offense, out of the defense, I should say, by James Mullins. And Mullins, there's a couple of those Aussie box representatives. They would have spent plenty of time working with each other at the moment. Oh, that could be a... Oh, we got a offside red again. I'm going to say, I can't see how that could be offside, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a bad call. Pike, oh no, here we go.
I tell you what, he just wanted 20 on the board, Shix. He wanted to score with the 2 in front of it.
Tom Perkins, so that was... yeah, we'll have to double check that on the replay. Looked as if Burnside were okay.
Yeah, they definitely had the numbers on side then. That was just...
well, we don't know about definitely, but...
Oh, I do. I was looking at 3 of them.
We'll give the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. We're harsh here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. But Perkins with his first of the game. What are people saying online, mate? Anyone come up with a MVP yet?
No, they're not.
No? I'll tell you what, Jackson Stock's been excellent today too. And so's Carter. And just starting to, just filling up the bag late is Perko.
Yep.
So Tom Perkins just making sure that my 19 isn't any good. Makes it 2-1, mate. Like 1-1 was a racehorse, wasn't it?
He was one. Yep. A couple of good racehorses passing away during the week too, Tone.
There has been, hasn't there?
The Great Black Colt in Lonhro.
Yep. Again, they've sad. They would be part of someone's family out there at the with the amount of joy they bring. Oh, and Jackson Stock wasn't happy with the way that ball came out of his stick, I don't think, then, Chicks.
No, he thought he saw a duck, I think.
Yeah.
So under a minute remaining, 57 seconds according to my calculations.
Oh, goes the Hail Mary, just setting up ribs of James Mullins.
A lot of airtime there, wasn't it? So down to
Oh
45.
no. And as Matty Caparosso will bring the ball in.
Semler leaping.
Oh, and then does leap and makes, or sorry, doesn't make himself leap, but does make Kieran Sandow. Not leaping for joy down there, I don't think, with that pass.
Correct. 28 seconds. Message should be coming out from coaching stuff. I don't know that the Brighton team know about it. Nice slow clear.
And the good thing about it, rather than the football, mate, is we can't hold any signs up in the coach's box for time.
What, we can't?
No.
I think we can.
No, we can't.
We're allowed it.
As we're going to have a timeout here. Oh, no. We've got offside on Brighton now. Things just unravelling late in the game.
They are indeed.
Yeah, I saw...
so you're not allowed to have any cards?
No, you can't have anything that says a time on it. It is illegal.
No, well, you're not allowed to
Or
do
not.
that in other sports as well.
Yeah, but in lacrosse, you're not allowed to have anything that...
So there's another turnaround.
Okay, so...
Head referee really just stepping up there.
asserting the authority, mate.
Yes.
Oh, Fuss. He just wants to fire, doesn't he? He just fires. Oh, what's that come off of?
Helmet?
Does that come off a helmet?
I think it
Oh,
has.
that come off Carter. Carter tried to header that one into the cage. I don't know that maybe he's going to be a goalie in his new career. As the ball
5,
goes down the back.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And Chippy
Could be
thought
it.
he was off to the races, but not to be. And that will do it here at Miller Reserve in what ended up being a very one-sided game. Brighton running out 21-3 winners here on Anzac Day.
21-3. I think we'll look at the total scores for each player. I think 21.
So as Shix just goes through the accounting.
21 goals have been accounted for. So we might have to double check on the official score sheet.
You know what
Tone.
it should do? We should go back and watch it again, and you have the ability on the Australian Lacrosse Network, and because we're able to bring you live and free lacrosse.
Yes.
And what we might do is we might go through the goal scorers for the last quarter.
Yeah, well, it was Ed Pike going too early. Got some good matchups down low on the bottom corner. Mullins there. The help was coming from Sam Crummy, who played well today with the long pole. Didn't mind his game, but Ed Pike good enough to finish. That was to start the lot, and then he got free on the far side, just sneaking up. Tom Freeman finding him for 2, which I think might have been 6 for him. Yep. Mitch Fuss then gathering. Oh, Ryan Taggart got one, of course. We have that there in the 4th. Coach of Burnside. Then Mitch Fuss down the back corner as well. Just a poor communication from the 2 short pole D there of Burnside. Mitch Fuss. We then had a little bit of Doug Brooks. We had a nice backdoor cut here, which is a lovely catch and shoot. Good finish. That was to give Brighton a hefty lead. Turnover for an offside we're not sure about. As you see the 3rd defender pop into screen, that really put Burnside out of position. That was Tom Perkins collecting, and only moments later, Carter found Perkins' backside and got the goalkeeper from Burnside dancing around. And that was the end of the goal scoring. 21-3, Anzac Day 2024. We will soon head out to Tony Watts to go through the finalisation of the awards and ceremony for today. It's been a great day. Burnside have put on a good show. The weather stayed away. Crowd's been good. Little picnic atmosphere out here. Plenty of people from all clubs represented. And I think we are just getting ready to float across on field. Tony and Deidre Owen will present the Anzac Day medal. Deidre and her daughter Diane, married to the great Brian Bartlett. So we'll just give him a minute. We can, as Burnside go across the other side. So we have, for Burnside, 3 individual goal scorers. Kieran Sandow, Cam Semler. Cam getting the opener of the game. Kieran Sandow with 1. Ryan Taggart there with 1 there in the 4th. And for Brighton, we had Lambert with 1. Doug Brooks with 1. Mitchell Fuss with 1. Jackson Stock, 1 assist. So he gets his name on the paper as well. Tom Perkins, the last 2 to add to the final score. And then we had Tom Freeman with 4. And Edison Pike with 6. But it looks like we've lost Carter, who had 3, 4, 5 himself. 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we'll head out to Tony Watts soon as the players are gathered. So on the score sheet there, we have missed Anson Carter with 5. And Mitch Fuss with 2, by the looks of it, written here. So that'll be the 21 that we're looking for. And we're finding Tony Watts.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap the proceedings up here, we congratulate Brighton on winning the game here on Anzac Day here at Miller Reserve. And commiserations to Burnside, put up a great fight out there. So good to see both teams combative out there. And I would like to acknowledge all the green jackets out here today. Wearing of the green jackets does not happen enough. Some Aussie reps haven't even received them for past representation either. But it was a wish of our old mate Grov that we dust them off more often. So many thanks to those who have grabbed them out of the cupboard today, and Grov would be very happy with that. And I'm joined again by Deirdre Owen, who will present the Frank Owen Medal. And it is with the consent of the family that Anzac Day Medal has been named after Frank Owen, OAM, in recognition of his long sustained commitment and support of lacrosse and Lacrosse South Australia. And we are honoured to have Deirdre Owen here today to present the Frank Owen Medal. And that Frank Owen Medal today goes through the attributes of mateship's bravery and the spirit of the Anzacs, goes to Ed Pike from Brighton Lacrosse Club. And we thank, don't go anywhere, come back here for 2 seconds, don't get out of it that easy. And we thank Deirdre again. Thank you very much for joining us today. Ed, second Anzac Day game? Third for you now. First medal. A lazy little, well, I've got you for 5 and 2 and 5 and 3. I think Schick's had you for 6, so he's all over you. Anything you'd like to say on the day, and that must mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for starters, thanks Burnside for putting on a great show. I believe I speak for everyone when saying it's such an honour to be able to play on Anzac Day, and being with Brighton, I've been able to do it 3 times now, which is a true honour in itself. And well done today, boys, and to you guys, it's an absolute pleasure playing with you every week, and playing with that spirit today was great. So good luck for the rest of the season, boys, and thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks to Ed Pike, the winner of the Frank Owen Medal. And again, thank you to Deirdre. And thanks to the Burnside Lacrosse Club for their hospitality. It's been a fantastic day out here. The weather's gods have shone on us. And I wish the teams all the best for the rest of the year. And until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you next week. Cheers. Hey, mate. How you going? Good to see you. What's this lazy little one in the last, mate? No, he's not